Monday. You made it through Monday. It's Monday evening here in Miami, and I just wanted to walk you guys through the label maker. Before I get started, I want to say thank you to everybody who's purchased one. This is just for you guys to see how easy this thing is, and hopefully you learn a few things. I'm going to be giving a few tricks along the way, so watch the whole thing so that you can see some of the things that I use in my workflow that make it easier for me and quicker. And so I'm going to go through these layers really quickly. So the first layer is the label. It's an actual label that I scanned. The second layer is a group, and this is where you would add your design. So here are all my layers in this case. Now this layer is masked. So for example, if I were to bring this over, you see how the A gets cropped here? So you don't have to worry about cropping things, masking things, any of those things. You are set to go. The other layer after that is the color layer. So nothing happened when I turned this on because it's white, but you can actually turn on and have some fun with these colors. I'm going to keep it red. I've been vibing with the red. I love the color red. So there we go. The next layer is actually a little bonus that I added for you guys, and it's a photocopy texture. And so the reason I added it is so that you can get a more realistic label. And so if you guys follow me for a little bit, you know that I like texture and I like designing in a way that makes things look realistic, and I'm super into the details. So this is that layer. And so in this case, depending on the color that you choose, you can adjust the intensity. So for example, again, depending on the background, the intensity will change, so you can easily adjust that here with the opacity. Okay, trick number one. This is one of my hacks. So in your opacity layer, obviously you can type in the number, right? Or you can use this little toggle situation. You know how Photoshop has like 5 different ways of doing something? Okay, that's an example. But here's a trick that I do, and it speeds up my workflow. If you actually go on your keyboard and you go to the numbers and you press any number, it'll actually change the opacity. So notice here I'm at 67%. I'm actually gonna do 20%. So I press the number 2. Actually, I'm sorry, you have to be out of the setting. And you press the number 2, and there you go, it changes it to 20%. You wanna do 22%, do 22. Do 2 really fast, and then it'll adjust to 88%. There we go, 80%. All I'm doing is I'm touching the numbers in my keyboard. Hack, super easy. All right, I'm gonna go really fast after this. Okay, so I made my label. Now I want to use it in some artwork. Hack number 2. If you are working really, sometimes I'm working fast and I just want to go from one file to the next file. What I'll do sometimes is that I'll make a new layer, merging all these layers. So there's a super easy way of doing that to shortcut. And so it is Command Option Shift E. Bam! It just created a new layer right here with all of my artwork merged without losing anything that I have here. This is a good hack because if you're working on something that has a lot of layers, you can at certain point do this hack. So Command Option Shift E, and it'll create this. And that way, if you make a mistake or you need to undo something, you can go back without losing all of the work. Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna put this into some artwork. I have it ready here. I'm gonna add this girl right here. And I'm gonna zoom into her a lot. All right, cool. So now that I made this layer, here's hack number 3. If you don't know this, you can actually drag and drop from one file to the next. There we go, look how easy that was. All right, so there's my layer. So from here you can manipulate as you wish. You can make it like this, you can, I don't know, turn it, whatever you want to do with it. Something that I like to do, because again, I like to design as realistic as I can, is I'll add a drop shadow to it. And so, let me see. It's this one here. So you see the drop shadow? the intensity. I'm gonna just leave it like that so you guys can see it. All right, here's hack number, I think I'm number 4 now. Hack number 4. If you hover over the FX, which is the effects layer right here, and you press in your keyboard Option and you drag that into the other layer, you can actually copy effects into the layers super easy without having to do that over again. Another way, obviously, you can copy layer style, but that's boring. All right, sweet. So we did that. There's our design. Like I said when I launched this, you can export this as a PNG as well, so it can be a file of its own, or you can do it the way that I did it, which is just a layer. Now, the other thing you can do is you can save this as a smart object, which is really cool if you want just to work on one file and make edits or revisions, but you're working with one file, not a bunch. I'm going to show you what I mean. So I'm going to save this label right here. Sweet. I'm going to go back into my artwork. Let me hide these things here. I'm going to look for my file. Here it is. You can actually drop a Photoshop file into another Photoshop file. So here it is. That's my label. The cool thing about it is, again, it's a smart object. So if you check in your label, in your layers, and you double click that, it actually opens up the file. Here we go. So let's say you wanted to change the color. You press save. You go back into your artwork, and there you go. It's already done, and you're working off one file. And that's it, fam. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you're finding this stuff beneficial and useful. I hope it's speeding up your workflow. And I love you guys. Let me know if this was, if you found it useful. I don't know, I'm blabbing on. Anyway, have a good Monday. Love you. I'll see you guys later.